months ago and I haven't really gotten around to using too much. These are Dover coloring books. They are quite cheap and they're good enough quality for me. They're not the best quality in the world. They are not the worst quality in the world. They have really interesting books. I mean, like so many niche topics like medieval and castles around the world, and like I just like one of the ones that's on my list that I want to get in the future is called Medieval Tapestries, but I made a deal with myself that I have to use up these ones first. I also have their National Parks coloring book, and it's amazing. It's probably my favorite, and maybe in the future, if you guys enjoy this at all, I'll do like a flip through of it, and just kind of describing places I've been and just color through maybe another plate in it, and show the stuff I've done. I am not an artist at all. This is purely just for relaxation and entertainment. I am not I would say I'm creative and I'm an artist in other ways, but as far as drawing and painting goes, this is not my forte, so please don't be too critical when you're looking at this. So, the three that I brought with me are Dover coloring books, Goddesses, by Marty Noble. There's some really cool ones in here. Some really, really beautiful illustrations. I really like this one. That's one I really like. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but I feel a lot of, this is what I did that I didn't like very much at all, but I did that one nonetheless. This is an absolutely perfect example of this. I basically get really anxious about which colors I want to use and where, and just like trying to evenly use up all of my color pencils instead of using up like my favorite ones and then being left without them. The coloring pencils that I use are the Prismacolor Premier coloring pencils, and let me tell you, I have tried coloring before this point. Like, I remember maybe in 2017 or something, 2016 maybe even earlier than that, when coloring books for adults like really popped off. And I got a bunch of different, like, more fine liner coloring books, and that didn't suit my style. I really don't like coloring with markers. I find it really stressful when I feel like they're running out, which sounds ridiculous, but it kind of takes away from the relaxation element. So coloring pencils I feel a lot more chill about. But I had used kind of Crayola brand coloring pencils. I tried crayons, and I had their markers as well. And ultimately, I found that it was just a really not fun coloring experience. They're meant for preschool or, children. They're not meant for art, I don't think. And so these are quite expensive. But I started off with their smaller set, and I loved them. And I colored most of my National Parks coloring book with them. And even though they're expensive, I just get so much joy out of it. I have an artist friend who actually remarked that she would never spend that amount of money on color pencils to just do in an art book because they're so expensive. I think I could be wrong, but I think for this large set of them, it was like $40. I think that's what it was. I could be wrong. If I'm going through this and I remember to check, I will put how much it was on the screen. But, to each their own. Everyone's willing to kind of splurge in different areas. And for me, this was something I felt like was worth splurging on. And so it makes coloring a really, really fun experience. And I have 2 coloring books that I've colored a lot in. One is my National Parks coloring book, and the other one is this book of flowers that I have. And so I absolutely love those 2. But I did buy these a couple months ago, and I really wanted to give them a chance because I haven't really explored them yet. The eraser I'm using is, I'll link it down below, and I'll link the pencil sharpener if I can find it. I'll link these books, but I'm pretty sure it's like the dust-free one, but I forget the brand. But I quite like it. If I ever do make a mistake, it does erase pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's usually enough for me to color over because these are so opaque and pigmented. And so that's what I use for this. And then I had the Prismacolor sharpener that was like this big, and that was alright, so I might link that as well in case this isn't available. But I remember seeing in a comment somewhere that somebody recommended this for the Prismacolor Premier pencils because it's for soft lead, which I know the Prismacolor sharpener is for as well, but I was having lots of issues with it. And so I bought this, and I've really, really liked it. The only thing I don't like is that it's not encased, so it's kind of annoying to sharpen because then you have to clean up the shavings afterwards. I know some people have found that these pencils, even though they are really high quality, it's like the lead inside is so soft that you have to be very delicate with them. So if they like fall on the ground, it could fragment the core of it, and then every time you're sharpening, it's like breaking again and again, which could be really frustrating, especially if you're spending a good amount of money. So I just recommend if you get these, just take care. They're not the kind of coloring pencils you want to give to kids most likely, unless they're very art-minded and careful. But yeah, so that's that. I am going to transfer these evenly amongst this pencil case now, but it's kind of loud, so I'm going to cut that out. Alright, so I kind of have this how I like it. This is the Wondrous Wizards, also by Marty Noble, and this Unicorns is by Christy Schaefer. So I kind of just filled in this one here. I don't know lighting techniques, so I've probably shaded it completely wrong, but bear with me. Lots of really, really cool illustrations in here. This one's probably my favorite out of the 3 that I purchased. I really like this one, I think. No, I think on the Amazon review for this, somebody did a really beautiful filling in of this. So quite a cool book. This is one that I did. I don't like how I did it because I kind of blended in the castle and accident with the clouds. There's no dynamics between the trees and this grass. So I don't really like this one too much, but I don't mind how I filled him out. But yeah, really so cute. Look at a little gnome in there. So yeah, this is probably my favorite one. I'll probably be coloring in this one tonight. This one I'd like more than I did, but the illustrations are, I don't know, a little more basic than the rest, and it's kind of like not unicorns, right? Like it is. I think it's like the history of unicorns. This is terrible. I just absolutely hate this. So, I don't even know what I was thinking when I chose all these colors. Oh, this one is even worse. Please don't judge me. Oh, it's horrible. I didn't even finish it. But it's like, I think the fact that I haven't had any luck in creating or not creating, but coloring them, it kind of turns me off of it. This one's really cute. I'd like to fill this one out sometime. This one is interesting. I like this one a lot, and this one is probably my favorite. I think it's the cover. Wizards one today. Put those over there. So Wondrous Wizards by Marty Noble. Every time I hear Marty, I think of the Ozarks. I forget the actor, but he's a face most people would recognize. So this says 30 mystical scenes crackle with wonder. This collection of ready-to-color illustrations will cast a spell over artists of all ages. Long-bearded wizards weave their magic in captivating scenes, brimming with flowing robes, ancient spellbooks, shadowy ruins, powerful wands, and crystal balls. Beautifully rendered and boldly outlined, each full-page description is pure coloring enchantment. This first one is kind of interesting. It's a pretty basic little illustration here. This one's really cool. This one I really, really like. I really like this one a lot. I just feel like I don't know if I'll do a good job on it right now. Oh, this one is so pretty. I love this. I think I might go for this one right now. I think that might be it. It's like basic enough, but not too basic. Oh, this one's so pretty. This one's also quite basic, which is nice, so that's an option. I love that one with the peacock. Yes, let's get some female wizards up in here. Is there a different name for female wizards? I feel like I'm not enough into this realm of stuff to really know that, but that's so cute, the little bunny. Okay, that's dope. They got some female wizards up in here. Or is this just witches? I don't know. You let me know down in the comments below what this is. Oh my gosh, look at this pot. That is so funny. That's a really cool drawing. This one's really cool as well. They're all really cool in my opinion. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, I think I started this one. Clearly I did. Just kind of like this bird lady. I've always wanted to write with like a feather quill, but never done that. This one's kind of cool. I feel like I'm going to say that so many times in this video and be super repetitive. That's interesting. I wonder what's going on here. Clearly tried that one. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go for this one here. So what I like about these as well is that they're very like bendable this way. They don't have like a really thick spine. You know, it's quite thin. It's quite thin. So you can really bend it backwards, bend it like Beckham, you know. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go dark purple on the wizard's robes this time. Trying to kind of, I don't know. You can see I'm not very good at color theory here. I'm trying to look for like a good highlight color for his robes. That might be a good one. Okay, I think I might do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna just start off with some violet. I don't really is to kind of do the darker near the lines that it provides to show, like the garment is kind of folded here and whatnot, and I like to just kind of go on those and color in. I like pressing down, not all the way, but like a good amount to the point where I get like pretty much opaque color payoff. And I love how it like almost feels like a crayon because it's so soft, but it doesn't exactly feel like a crayon, which is a really amazing description, I know. I'm also not perfect at coloring in the lines or anything, but hey, whatever. This is just for fun. So, just kind of following these lines. And I'm pretty happy with the robe color. I feel like it's a bit nicer than like I've just been doing like grays and browns on the other drawings for the robes, and I feel like purple robes make sense. I just feel like with the gray I was thinking of Gandalf. So yeah, I have been making my way through the Lord of the Rings series for like so long. It's one of those books where I really, really enjoy reading them. But I just find when I read it, like it's not the most enthralling read in the world to me, but I really enjoy reading it. But it's not something I ever feel the need to like power through. I'm notorious for starting books and stopping them like halfway through. Not because I don't enjoy them, but because I'm not like, I don't know, addicted to them, if that makes sense. Like I just feel like I take my sweet time sometimes. And the Lord of the Rings series has been one of those. I made my way through the first book, and I don't know about you guys, I feel like there's like two classes of Lord of the Rings fans, where it's like you like the first movie because it's so simple and pure, well, for the most part at the start, and then it kind of builds, and the Bridge of Khazad-dûm is like really scary, creepy vibes, and the Balrog, and I don't know, just the first movie is definitely my favorite. And I feel like there's a lot of people who like don't enjoy the first movie as much, and they really, really love the second and third movie that are a lot more like action packed. And so I don't know about you, but I'm in the first movie camp, or you might just love all three, who knows, but I enjoy the second and third one. I just like the first one more. I love like the vibe of it. I just love the whole beginning part while they are in the Shire. I'm always sad at the, almost immediately pretty much when they leave, but I love Hobbiton, and I love the Shire, and I love when they're in his little hobbit hole and talking, and it's all like so cozy cottagecore vibes. And so, yeah, I've just been making my way through this book for a long freaking time. The second book. And maybe this will kind of light some fire under my bum to kind of get on with it. I am thinking of doing like ASMR where I read to you, and so perhaps that will be the book that I read, so I can make some progress on it. I don't know, let me know if you'd be interested in that. I feel like it would be weird though if I started on the second book, like not the first book, but I've already read the first book and it took me so long to even read that one. I'm like, I don't want to go back. I don't want to double back. I have them on audiobook, and the narrator is so amazing. Like literally guys have any suggestions on like books you'd love to read, or like I have seen some people do videos like read with me, so it's like they're not talking, it's just them reading, and it's like, you know, get a cup of tea and sit down and read with me, and it's kind of a way to feel connected during coronavirus, you know. I don't know, just thinking of ideas and fun ways to connect with you guys. So let me know if any of that would interest you. Full disclosure, I'm probably going to make one of the Read With Me videos anyways, and the reading to you videos, but you can feel free to like let me know for future ones what you would like to, you know, hear, or if you would like a non-whispered one, more like just like a friend reading to you. But I'm not gonna lie, like if you've seen any of my other videos, I don't have like a really soothing voice at all. Like I have a very, very deep voice. So I feel like I'm not the ideal candidate. Like I feel like if I had like a sweet sounding voice or like a British accent, I would be, you know, the ideal candidate for that, but I don't. So I don't know. Let me know what you're thinking on that, basically. So yeah, I'm just going around coloring this sucker in. My hand gets like sore because I'm pressing so freaking hard. I feel like the artists out there are gonna like crucify me for like how bad I am at this, but like whatever. I'm not an artist deadhead. Okay, I messed that plant up. I messed it up big time. So yeah, my husband and I are at a camp right now. A camp that my husband's family has attended for a long time, and we're here to do just some work for them this weekend. And we get to stay here for a couple days, and I cannot even tell you how magical it has been for my soul to be in nature, to be here and just like be alone. I don't know about any of you other introverts. Like, I'm an extroverted introvert. When I'm around people, I can generally just be honestly a little bit too obnoxious. I'm trying to work on that, but I can hold my own generally in a social situation. But I love being in nature when there's nobody else around. There's a degree to which I'm a little bit scared when like there's nobody else around. Like some trails I've been on before, I kind of get like a creepy feeling, and I'm like, I wish there was like a passerby every now and then. But this place is super safe and safe feeling. And so there is just like nobody here right now because of, like there's no camps running, especially with COVID. And so it's like we're just here to film and there's nobody else here. I've come here for a couple different camps before with my husband's family. It's always been a phenomenal experience, and I just can't tell you, like, for my introvert soul to be here when there is literally nobody else here, and we get to explore all these like private little Forest Service roads, and like our dog gets to just be off leash, and like I don't have to worry if there's a dog coming around the corner, and I'm gonna have to like call her back, and you know, like it's like so relaxing. I filmed a couple videos here. I feel the most inspired when I am like fired up and passionate about something, and when I am in nature. And our little condo, although I'm very thankful for it, and I know there's a lot of people right now struggling with housing, so I'm not trying to complain in any way, but I am missing nature, and I don't know about you guys, but where I am, especially because it's the Pacific Northwest, I'm just going to stretch my hand for a minute, especially because it's the Pacific Northwest, and there are a lot of outdoorsy people. You know, it's just like every outdoor area is crowded, like crowded. I just wish I could be here without people, basically. And I feel like everybody feels the same way, right? Well, I feel like a lot of people do. Maybe the extroverts don't. Who knows? But I definitely do. I'm always like, it would be so nice if there was like nobody here, basically. And so I just have been just drinking in this experience of being here in this log cabin in the woods, these huge, towering, Pacific Northwest trees, and just being here with my husband and my dog, and just seeing my dog so happy and my husband so happy, and feeling creatively alive and making these videos that are just super fun. And yeah, it's just been a really beautiful experience. I feel really, really grateful right now. I feel really blessed. Yeah, it's been amazing. I'm gonna go in with this lighter color now and see how that fares. Okay, it's like a blue that's not gonna work. Let's try this. Okay, I think I might just have to go in with a white. I think that might be the move. The only other thing I can think of is this. But like I explained to you at the beginning of the video, I have this like odd neurosis about using up I hate like using up completely a color. Also, this is giving off the same effect that the white did, so I'm gonna just go in with the white. I'm gonna like color in lightly here and just go in with the white to just give like a really opaque but still filled in look. I tried to paint with gouache the other day. I was just really interested in that medium. I use watercolors a lot in my journals. I've tried watercolor painting, but I'm not very good at it. I'm always sad that I'm not good at art, like in the sense of any kind of drawing, painting, anything of that sort. I feel like I'm decent at like photography, and like journaling and writing, and those are things I'm really passionate about. I mean, it would be a dream someday to write a book. It would be a dream one day to be able to sell my art, or my photographs, which to me is my art. I'm not trying to sound, pretentious. It's just, it's part of me. It's important to me. It's a lot of things. So, but I cannot draw. I just have never been gifted with that one. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to sound full of myself here. I feel like I did. So, sorry if that was off-putting. I wasn't trying to be annoying. I'm a creative person, but I am not creative in drawing. So, I don't even know why I mentioned that. I feel like there was probably a reason, and I'm forgetting it now. So yeah, I'm just trying to go in here and like randomly like highlight things, and it's looking pretty. It's looking alright by my standards, which is not saying much, but yeah. Oh yeah, I was just talking about being here at this camp. So yeah, we just live in a small condo, and just been really missing out on spending time outdoors. Every time we go outdoors, the places that we go to aren't far enough out that we're by ourselves, and there's just a lot of people who all have the same idea we do. We're not the only ones here, and they want to enjoy the beautiful day too, or they want to take their dog for a walk too, which obviously makes a ton of sense. But I just love being by myself in nature. There are a couple times, like I said, where it's like I'm a little too out in nature and it kind of creeps me out. Like I'm like, is there a bear about to like hop up on me or something? But this place feels like really safe. Obviously we're still like careful, but it doesn't feel as sketchy as like some places we've like camped at before for like BLM land. Honestly, like the scariest thing I feel like about BLM land is that sometimes there's like drunk weirdos there and you just get like a really sketchy vibe and you want to peel out of there. So that's why I don't like love staying on BLM in certain areas, and yeah, I don't know. I feel like I watch too many serial killer documentaries, but you guys are trying to sleep, so I'm gonna stop talking about serial killers. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't know if the glare is bad. I've honestly just been like really wanting to start this YouTube channel for a long time and just been putting it off because of a number of things. Like, I'm really insecure about like my body, which is sad but true, and I'm just like insecure, and I don't know. I just feel like I just like wanted to be perfect or nothing, and it's just kind of like, to some extent, you just need to start where you are and like hope for the best. So it's like it's not perfect, but I'm just starting, and I'm trying. So that's what's going on right now. Yeah, let me know in the comments, like, what are you doing for fun and relaxation? Do you color? Do you read? Do you bike? Do you hike? Do you, what do you do during coronavirus to, like, let off steam in a healthy way? If any of you are still awake, like, my aim is for you to fall asleep, but I don't know if I'm good at this. I feel like I'm not, and so this might just be like relaxing, or it might just be a completely pointless video. But like I said, I'm just trying to not worry about perfection and just go for something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I've always wanted to start ASMR. Like this is not an ASMR channel, so please let me be clear. If any of you are considering subscribing, I don't know how many videos I'll have up at the time that I post this, because I'm just in the process of creating my channel, but ASMR is something I want to do here or there. I don't want it to be like a core tenet of my channel, but I want it to be something where I can just make fun little videos for things that I think are, I don't know, the kind of ASMRs I like. Different strokes for different folks. As far as ASMR goes, like, I really don't like the ASMRs. Okay, I didn't know how that would sound with the sharpener, so I'm going to start my sentence over, but I think when it comes to ASMR, it really is like different strokes for different folks. I have no earthly clue what you like and don't like. I'm just kind of making ASMRs based off of the kind of content I enjoy, which is like read to me, or maybe I'll do this one in the future, like makeup, like putting on makeup or putting makeup on someone. I find those ones so relaxing and enjoyable to listen to. Yeah, I just find them quite enjoyable to listen to. So I am kind of going off of that. I love like the sounds of like bottles, like clicking and clinking when people are doing makeup. But I love like reading, coloring, just like anything soft whispering with some kind of like, I love like spraying noises and stuff. That sounded weird, but hopefully you know what I mean. But yeah, so I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I like. So that's the kind of stuff I'm gonna try and make. But I am a complete newbie to this, so if you have any suggestions on how to improve this, please let me know. Like I said, this isn't an ASMR channel, so let me know your suggestions and requests, and I might do them, I might not. And if you're like, stop doing this and that, I'll try, but no promises. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing like super like intense ASMRs, but if it's something that you think would be like in the realm of something I would like or do, let me know, and I might or might not do it. So yeah, I am so bad. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but goodness gracious. So yeah, I'm doing use this 20% cool gray to kind of fill in this like tunic-y garb thing he's wearing. I don't know if that was the right color choice, but I made my bed and I'm gonna lay in it. Alright, so okay guys, my camera battery is dying on me. I don't know where that cut off, but I will have to continue this picture at another time. Maybe I'll do another one of these and finish this one up. Who knows? I super appreciate you know, tuning in and watching this. I hope it made you sleepy. I know I'm not too good at this, but I do hope that it at least helped you feel a little bit relaxed or a little bit less alone. If you could, you know, like or comment or subscribe, it really, really helps out small channels and creators and helps us kind of get onto the algorithm. So if you would be so kind as to do any one of those things, it would help me out immensely. So thank you. Have a good night. Have a good sleep. Take care of yourself.